Hello and welcome back to Fantastic Fiber. Okay, so today is a different type of video. I am going to talk about yarn fibers, different types of yarn, and maybe what they're used for. And then you guys can tell me in the comments section as you're watching, what are your favorite types of fibers? Have you used anything that I'm going to be going over? I only have what I have on the truck to work with, but I have 9 different yarns up here that we're going to talk about and what they could be used for, and
maybe a trivia question.
And maybe a trivia question or two. So stay tuned to the end, because I think this may turn into something bigger than just a video. So let's get started. Let's see. All right, so let's start with your very basic yarn. We're going to start with acrylic. Now, it's very basic, so why not use Premier Basics? This is just 100% acrylic. This is your run-of-the-mill yarns. This is everyday type of, if you want to make a blanket, if you want to make a scarf, a hat, whatever.
Hey,
Yeah.
what's acrylic made out of?
Acrylic is made out of oil.
What? How is that even possible?
Processed many times. But that's what this is. It's made out of oil. This is a 4-weight yarn, and like I said, you use it for basically everything. And it's one of the cheaper yarns that you can buy out there, like least expensive. You get a good amount of yardage, a good bang for your buck, you might as well say. Usually under a penny a yard. Sometimes if you're watching the sales, you can get them for a half a penny a yard or cheaper. So pay attention to sales, and you might just get one that's awesome. Okay, so then the next, since we just did acrylic, we're going to go cotton acrylic. Now, okay, before I go there, let me make sure this one's acrylic before I start showing it. Hold on.
You can't tell just by touching it.
With this one, okay, yeah. The reason why I said I have to make sure is because some of these are made out of nylon, and I've never worked with this specific brand before. So, this is Mary Maxim's. Boy, that is bright. There we go.
What's tapping around?
It's the ladder behind your seat. Yeah, because of the curtain. Okay, so this is Mary Maxim's, and this is their Twinkle yarn. Now, this is also a acrylic yarn. It is much softer than this. Why? Not because it's a 3-weight, not because it's a baby yarn, but because it's premium acrylic. They spin it differently, they process it differently, it makes it softer, and it even gives it a slight halo. Not sure if you can see that on there, maybe if I put it in the sun. Anyway, it does give it a slight halo, and it doesn't really pill the way that would. Now, pilling is when it gets all them little tiny beady balls all over it after you throw it in the wash and the dryer, and then kind of like rubs together, and after a while you get these little tiny balls all over your blanket or your scarf, sweater, whatever you made, and you have to like pick them off to keep it new looking. That one, anti-pilling acrylic, does not do that.
How do you prevent that from happening?
Okay, so you can prevent the pilling, one, by hand washing your stuff and then hanging it to dry. That's your number 1 way of fighting that. Number 2, the way that I fight that is I put it in wash, and I put only one item. Like, so if I make a blanket, I don't care if it's a baby blanket, a twin blanket, or a king blanket. I put only one in there, and I let it make sure that the water is filled higher than the height of the blanket sitting in there, a lot higher. So I do it on precise fill, not precise, deep fill. That's what it is. I have the old-fashioned washing machine before they came out with the new ones. So mine fills up as high as I want it to. Yes, I waste water. I know. Terrible me. Shame on me. So that's how I do mine, and I wash it in a lot of water. And then when I put it into the dryer, then I put it on very low heat, the lowest setting without being no heat. And I sit it in there for an hour or two so that it tumbles and it gets and he does that, baby clothes and nice things like hats and scarves and stuff that are like merino or not acrylic. We'll get into that.
Crush the water out of it.
Crushes the water.
Crush the water.
So, you can do that, but then when you throw it in the dryer, it's still kind of wet. So what I do is I take a dry towel and I put it in the dryer with whatever project it was, and the towel absorbs the water and the moisture as the dryer is drying the item. So then the next thing we have, we're going to move from acrylic to acrylic blends. Now this one is flowers, Yarn Art flowers, and this one is made 55% cotton and 45% acrylic. Now, what is the difference in feel between this one and this one and this one? This is the softest. This one is kind of soft, but it also has like that homemade blanket feel to it. That's what it has. So this one is very lightweight. It is a number 1, which means it's thin compared to a number 4. And then on top of that, the yarn has cotton in it, so it gives the yarn a different feel. It is not squishy soft. It is a little rougher, just a little bit, rougher than the regular acrylic, and because it's so lightweight, it has a beautiful drape. So you'll want to use this for shawls, wraps, like lightweight scarves, like head scarves, hip wraps, light blouses, bathing suit covers, things like that. That's what these are great to do.
You don't really want to touch on your skin.
Well, yeah, you can have it touching your skin, but because of how lightweight it is, it would be like if you were to make a t-shirt out of it, you would have to use a really fine hook or wear a tank underneath of it. You could make stuff like that with this. It's very wearable. It is very wearable. It's a nice soft cotton acrylic blend, but you're just not gonna how do I put it? You're not going to want to make a blanket out of this. It's a one-weight. So it's good for scarves and shawls and things like that. Not a regular winter scarf, but like a summery, just something nice to put around your shawl, like that. Now, one of the other acrylics that I do have this is an acrylic blend also. Now, this is Bernat, and this is a polyester acrylic nylon blend. And you can see the specs. Well, you can't. I'll read it. 54% polyester, 28 acrylic, and 18 nylon. Now, this to me is quite soft. Now, why does this feel so much softer to me? One, because it has nylon in it. Nylon is a smooth, soft material. It's you think of your stockings before you put them on and squeeze them. That's nylon, and so it's squishy. You know what I mean? Then this has polyester in it. Think of those old 70s couches that were velvety, and you can run your hand on it and it was like real soft and velvety. Polyester. Okay? And then acrylic. So the acrylic is going to give it the sturdiness, it's going to give it the everyday wear and tear ability to it. And that's what this one is. This is acrylic, polyester, and nylon. Now, since we're in that blend, oh, this doesn't have nylon in it. Well, since we just spoke on cotton, I have a few other cottons that we're going to get to. So this one, we'll go with this one since it's a cotton and acrylic blend as well. This one is for like little baby blankets or whatever. I'm making a queen size with it, but it's good for little baby blankets and child blankets because it's one, it's a small roll. It makes a decent amount of squares or whatever with it. There you get 255 yards in this one small little skein. But it's like, even though they say it's a 4-weight, it's 3-weight, and Let me hold that into the, yeah, there you go. So that's a 3-weight. And you can tell, because this is a 3-weight, it says so. Oh, no, this says it's a 1-weight. That's not a 1. That's definitely not a 1-weight. They don't know their sizing. This is a 1-weight. Put my finger in there. That's a 1. So that you can see the difference. They're saying that this one is a 1 also. Not the same. Not at all.
Incorrect. That's a misprint, maybe.
This is not a 4-weight. This is a 3-weight. This is a 4-weight. So you can see the difference.
Lesson is, don't trust labels.
Don't trust Lion Brand. Definitely.
Wow.
Lion Brand will tell you that it's a 4-weight and it's a 3-weight. So that's a definite. What does this one go to? I just put it on the dash. I don't remember which bag it goes to just yet. I think it's in the back. Okay, so now yarn art. Speaking of yarn art, this is 100% cotton. Now this feels quite a bit different than the cotton acrylic. The cotton acrylic is a little rougher than this, believe it or not. This one has a smoother finish. It is softer. It is 100% cotton, and you get so much in these yarn art cakes. And if you want to buy them at a decent price, go on Vilrita. Hobby has them for $23, but Vilrita has them between $10 and $13. Amazon has them for $13 sometimes too. So Amazon, Vilrita, they got good prices. Those are nice and soft. And this again is a 1-weight. Real nice and lightweight. You see that? Real tiny. Nice and skinny. Okay. Now, I like big yarn, and I cannot lie. This is Gopher Fleece. Now, this is a 7. Here it is. Do you see how big that is? It's like as thick as one of my fingers. So, that's a 7-weight. What would you use something like this Gopher Fleece for? I've got just the perfect project. In case you didn't see it, I love showing this off.
Oh yeah, I tried it on. Like, it's so cool. It's so cool.
He had it on, and it was such a neat fit.
I feel like a super cartoon hero or something. I don't know. I like it.
So you can use this for lining your outfits. This, oh, there you go. That was flipped in there. This is the sleeve seam around the shoulder, and that is separating where the sleeve is going to go. Then it comes all the way down, it lines the whole thing, and it lines for the pocket so that he can put his hand inside, and then it goes all the way down and around the bottom.
Oh, that really drowns out your voice.
Yeah, it does. It goes around the bottom all the way around the whole thing. what decade did it become fashionable for granny squares? Okay.
What was the next question? On there?
The most hypoallergenic fibers. What are those? Can you tell me what is the most hypoallergenic? So
That's the question. What's the most
there's
hypoallergenic?
two. There's two questions there. What is the most hypoallergenic, allergy-free, hypoallergenic? That's the word. Hypoallergenic fiber completely by itself. Okay, that's one question. Then the next question is, what is the wool that is the most hypoallergenic?
Okay. That's good for now?
That's
Three?
good for now. That's three questions. Each question is worth 1 point. That's a total of 3 points. If you can answer those 3 questions first. So the first, let's see, how many people?
Oh, I don't know. 3 questions, 2 people. It's kind of like a musical chair sort of thing.
Musical chairs. First 2 people to answer the first 3 questions can win.
Okay. This is fun.
This is fun. We're making it up as we go, folks. So enjoy the ride, have fun with it. Let's talk about another blend that uses cotton. So I don't have very many wools up here with me on the truck. I have 1. It looks like, yeah, it looks like I only have 1 up here with me. So we're going to talk about this yarn first, and then we'll get to the wool that I have. This one is a linen viscose cotton blend. My goodness, is it so soft. I love this one. I like going like this. It's smooth, it's soft, it's kind of silky when you do that. And it makes a very nice drape and a very nice pattern when you crochet with it. So this one is Yarn Art Linen Soft, in case you want to buy it. And Vilrita usually has a good sale on it, and so does Hobby, I want to say. Not Hobby, Hirschner. No, not Hirschner. Hobium. Hobium is who has them. And the flowers, these ones. That wasn't Hobby, that's Hobium. Hobium has those for $23. So these are usually a few dollars on sale. You can get them for $2-3 on sale. They're regularly, I think, $4 or $5. But if you just wait for the sales to come around often enough, that you can get them for $2-3. And the feel of this and the drape of this is one of my new favorites. I just started using it not that long ago, and I have a purple, and I made a little something with, like, when I say a little something, I just started it. I have a little something, a little shawl, and it's nice. It's very nice. So 3 questions, 2 people, 2 prizes, and I will see you guys in the next one. Leave your comments, and I love you guys. Bye-bye.